to the podcast. So today we're here with Zach Canada, and he's going to introduce himself to you all.
I'm Zach. I like reptiles. I think that's what we're talking about. Part of what we're talking about. And I don't know what else to say.
Give some
about
background on yourself.
I exist. I'm gonna have to restart this because I don't know what to say.
No, you're doing great.
All right, keep going.
All right. Yeah. I'm a kid, and I don't have anything very interesting to say about myself, to be honest. So,
All right.
let's
Where do
just
you go
get
to
on with
school?
it. I go to Woodstock. I
What's
wrestle.
your
I play
favorite color?
football.
Football.
Orange is obviously the best color.
Orange is a gross color.
It's an awful color.
I think I'm gonna have to disagree there. What's a sunset?
It's like pink
Yellow.
and yellow.
And orange.
The orange is the bad part. Like that's the part you have to
You're gonna make this argument.
I think the orange is substantial.
It's the bad part of the sunset, you know?
It is.
That's a great start.
What else is orange?
Oranges,
Fish,
Oranges.
goldfish.
What would you argue is a better color?
green, nature, trees,
Gross.
grass, plants,
Barf.
animals.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Barf is more brown though.
Sometimes.
Brown and orange.
What about like the barfing emoji though? That's green. It's like an
It's
immediate
lying,
reaction.
That's what you
bro.
picture.
What about mold?
It's fake news propaganda against the color green.
It's not real.
What about
Mold is brown.
Mold is green.
Some of it, but mostly it's brown.
Green is
No,
like
most
green
of
or
it's
black.
white or black.
White, yeah.
Not brown.
There's a lot of different colors of mold, but it is definitely not orange.
Brown? That's a good point.
All right, so to start off today, so you mentioned that you like reptiles. Tell
I
me
do.
about that. Like,
So-
what do you do with your reptiles? Do you have reptiles?
I have a lot of reptiles. I'm sitting at about 100 or so now.
Wow.
I breed them, so I'll get up to like 400 or 500 during the busy season from just the babies and stuff. And it's a good time. I breed them, I sell them, but it's mostly just a hobby.
So what kind of reptiles do you breed?
I do a lot of corn snakes. I do some geckos and some lizards and stuff. It's a good time.
Where do you keep them all? That's a lot of reptiles.
So I keep them all in my basement. They're all in their own individual cages. It's a lot of work.
Cages. Yeah. Your parents are fine with you having that many reptiles down there?
Yeah, my dad and I do it together, so it's like
Ah.
a joint thing. It's fun.
So talk about like, when's the busy season?
It's like spring
Spring.
and into summer, because the spring right now it's the winter time. Most of the stuff's hibernating, so then in the spring I'll warm all the adults up and then get them breeding, and then they'll lay eggs, and once it gets to summer, about June or July, I'll start getting babies hatched, and that's when the real work comes, because it's 400 babies and they all need to be taken care of.
How much do you sell? Not how much do you sell them for. What age do you sell them at?
About a month or two, depends. It's the standard is like 3 good meals in them. So once they eat by themselves 3 times, they're good to go.
And how do you find clients?
A lot of times I'll wholesale, or I'll go to shows like reptile shows where it's like an expo. People walk around and want to buy snakes.
So you actually sell at those shows?
I do sometimes, but mostly recently it's been wholesale because it's easier.
How much do you sell them for?
It depends on the snake. Some will go up to like 300-400, but most of them are closer to like 50-60. Wholesale might be closer to like 35 or so. But,
Interesting.
and the market kind of ebbs and flows right now. With the recent economic downturn, people don't have a lot of money for snakes, so prices are starting to fall. There's a lot of people not able to sell them just because it's something where if people have excess money to spend, that they're going to spend it on reptiles. Otherwise, if they're spending all their money on their gas tank, basically, they're not going to be able to buy a bunch of snakes.
So what
Biden.
What platforms do you use to sell? You just go right to the places, or?
Generally, if I'm wholesaling, yeah, I'll go. I work at like a wholesaler of reptiles, so I'll wholesale to them, and then I'll wholesale to pet shops, basically. That's what most of the wholesale is. But just makes it nice and simple and easy.
So do they take like whatever you sell them, or do they only take the best that you have, or how does that work?
They take whatever I got generally. They really like me that I'm a good supplier for them. I give them good quality, healthy animals and stuff, and pretty animals.
So you basically sell everything you make?
No, I'll keep some for future breeders and stuff.
No, but like everything, you sell everything you want to sell.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So then, is this something that you're thinking of scaling, like as you get older, to be more of a career?
I might to an extent, but I might also. I don't know. It depends on where it goes. I'm not 100% sure. I might not continue with corn snakes, which is the main thing I do right now. I might shift over to like more smaller lizards and stuff that's kind of worthless, but I kind of have an interest in it, so
Yeah.
we'll see. It depends. Depends on what I'm feeling. It's more of a hobby than anything, so it's not.
What do you feed them?
Mice and chicks, so I get big bags of like frozen mice and chicks. Kind of morbid, but
Have you ever
Yeah.
tasted one?
I have not.
What question is that?
I did find a four-legged chicken once, though. That was pretty interesting.
Wow.
So
Did you keep that
And
one?
you didn't
it's
eat
still
it?
in my freezer. I was gonna do like the thing where you preserve it and you put it in like a jar and have it, and I like researched doing that, and then I just left it in the freezer because I don't know, it's not work.
When you unthaw it, let's eat it.
Good thing.
You should. 4
That would
chicken
be
legs.
awesome.
You might like metamorphosize.
Except there's no meat on the back 2 legs. It's like it's weird.
But it's awesome.
That one's probably lucky that it got.
It's not about how good it is, it's about how awesome it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Actually, at work we just had like a 2. It wasn't a 2-headed lizard, but it was a 2-bodied lizard. It was Siamese twins. They like had the same head and 2 different bodies. It didn't make it out of the egg. It died, but they like cut open the eggs and stuff. And then I don't know. It's pretty cool.
If you have one head, are you one person or 2?
That's what I was wondering. Because it's like,
Well,
if it's like a 2-headed, like they have that. Have you heard that like 2-headed person or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the lady, that's 2 people. What is it if you have 2 bodies?
well, does it have 2 brains? Right.
I think that's gotta be.
That would be
What
one head has
determines
2
it?
brains. 2 brains would be 2 people. Well, it could have
Like-
2 brains in one head because it's not natural.
It
Yeah,
would
it did have a
fit.
pretty big head. It could have fit 2 brains in there.
Huh.
Maybe. I don't know.
Got an autopsy and check it out. Is
Yeah.
it in the freezer with the 4-legged chick?
No, it's not. It's at work. So. But they also breed a little bit of stuff at work. They're just not very good at it.
So you're better in your own job?
Yeah,
Wow.
because I don't know, they suck. They don't have like educated people running it. Like they don't know what
Oh
they're doing.
yeah. So it's
basically.
like low wage type thing, like
Yeah.
anybody off the street.
Yeah, there's some characters at that job. It's not like the most high class citizens, you know. Not your top tier human beings.
Nicely.
Yeah.
Everyone at Zach's work, come listen to the podcast and subscribe.
Yeah, I better not tell them about this.
That's why we had you on.
Yeah. We better not get too famous off of this.
If you're wondering,
We're
if
supposed
it's
to promote
you,
it.
it's
That's why
not.
we're having guests.
No, there's some people at my work that are really cool.
So you
But there's
can
one or
promote
2
that.
that are like, you know, just not good workers. I don't know. They're like
Alright.
lazy. And,
No, that's not rude. You could advertise it to them. Still.
Have you ever texted your coworkers, Bobby?
No, because I cut them off. I blew them off to record that one time.
That one time. We've recorded
Forgive
how
and
many
forget.
times now? Forgive and forget.
Yeah, you need to promote too.
I blew off work to record a podcast
what? Wait,
First time.
like a month ago.
did you just like not show up? Like unannounced?
No, you told
No,
me.
I told them.
But they said no. Yeah.
They're like, no, you have to come. I was like, nah, I'm not coming.
Whoa. I would not expect that from you.
Then the next day, they're like, sorry we got mad at you. I was like, you suckers.
Was it your manager or your coworker?
My manager said that.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, man, I deserve to get mad at.
If they treat you like that, you could probably get a raise. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But that was
They're
back when
basically
we were working-
catering to you. I
That's
mean,
back
come
when we
on.
were working like 60
Yeah,
hours.
that was back
so
in
they
the
couldn't
olden
lose
days.
you.
Where do you work
they
now?
probably get rid of you.
I work 40 hours. Well, this week I work 0 hours.
Well, you
They're-
had the whole week off?
Well, I'm coming back on Friday, but they're also mad at me about that. Because
How's your back?
better, but not good. You know, like. Yeah. But, yeah, so they're kind of pissed about that. So. We'll see how it goes. Because hopefully I'll be back on Friday. Because I'm going to see the doctor on Thursday.
Yeah, that's good.
But we didn't want to go back before I had it checked out just to be safe.
Lifting those bags of chicken, you know, really get you.
Yup.
Okay, but like back injuries can really mess you up. This.
So you want like the
coworkers
business
suck.
side of it?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, it's not really a business. It's more just a hobby for the most part.
But you're making money, so it is a business.
I am making money.
Say it's a business and people will take you more seriously.
It's a business.
There you go.
All right. So basically, I do technically make money off of it. I probably made like 6 or 7 grand this year in profit. Revenue is higher than that, but
Oh my God. You just don't downplay 7 grand.
It's just a hobby.
yeah, not all that went to me though. Some of it was my dad because he owns a lot of the stuff. I do a lot of the work because he has had more money than me in the past. It takes like 3 years to grow up a baby snake. So like 3 years ago I was like 13, 14. So I was not
Well,
balling.
Yeah.
Didn't have a job. But anyway, yeah. I've made money off it, but when you count in labor,
Yeah.
I literally probably spend at least 10 or 12 hours a week. More during the busy season, but yeah, just doing reptiles, cleaning crap,
Fun.
fun. But I make pretty snakes, and it's a good time. So it's worth it.
Beautiful.
So the moral of the story: if you got something you like and you're gonna enjoy doing, like that first podcast you had was like business ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a lot of money at our age, like other than like getting a job. It's hard to make a lot of money from just like your own startup. But if it's something you enjoy and you're okay with not like necessarily being compensated exactly for your time, that's good. Find something you like.
And the other thing is, when you start a business, at the beginning, you're going to be very low, but the ceiling is insane.
Exactly.
So if you put in the time and effort, it could just be something that you like. If you do it better than everyone else and you work harder and smarter than everyone else, there's no reason why you can't make a crazy amount of money.
Exactly.
So it's like, if you love it, great. If you love it and do your business right and smart, then you could make a great living off of it and do what you love.
Yeah.
So it's like win, win, win. But the price you pay is that at the beginning, you're not going to be making a lot of money for a long time, which is why it's good to start young.
Exactly.
Because
Nothing to
if
lose.
we don't have money, okay, so what? We still get our parents feed us. But if you have to pay your rent and you don't make money, then you're homeless.
Off to
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Well, that's why when you're older, it's just like a side hustle. But when you're younger, it could just be trying to do your own business because you can be more invested in it. Because when you're older, starting up a business, you probably can't put all your time into that. You have to have a job too.
But I think it's good to have a job as well, because then you have money to invest into it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you need to get certain tools and certain things for your business to get it to actually go. Because you can do a lot with free stuff, but once you get to a certain point, it's like, okay, I really can't be doing this for nothing.
Well, money's just good to have too. I mean,
Yeah,
it just
exactly.
is.
Because then it's like, oh, I got money and I'm doing
It's
this.
more security.
Yeah.
And it's especially good, I'd say, for like marketing and stuff. Because like, that's part of why I do
hard.
wholesale. It would be hard for me to sell everything I have, just going to like shows and stuff. Because I don't have the marketing. People don't know me enough. I haven't put myself out there enough.
And you can do that to some degree with social media, but if you pay for ads, you just don't have to.
Yeah.
And it's because that's the worst part to me, because it's such an energy drain.
It's kind of
But
the
it
thing though, where
pays
like,
off.
if you're doing it and trying to actually make money off of it and everything, 6 hours a day is like what you would do. Like if you're trying to make money, 6 hours a day is not that crazy to say.
6
If
hours
it's a
is
business,
nothing. Yeah.
6 hours is like below average.
Less than a work day, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you put 6 hours of focused time into marketing your business and creating whatever it is you're doing to try to sell to people and everything, 6 hours a day adds up.
If you have 6 hours a day to spend.
If
Yeah.
you even 2 hours, like you don't need 6 hours. 1
Yeah.
hour marketing, 1 hour working on whatever you're doing, and then if you don't have to worry about marketing, then you have twice as much time to do whatever you're doing.
When don't you have to worry about marketing?
If you're wholesaling,
Yeah.
I
If you-
guess.
If you
Depends on what your
yeah,
business is.
find your
depends on your
resources.
model. Yeah, if you have networking connections with referrals and stuff, you don't need to do marketing. But then you need to do marketing to a certain extent to get there. So it's like you can either know people or you have to market, and marketing helps you know people, and knowing people helps you market.
Yeah.
So it's like it helps, but if you have one, you don't need the other as much.
No.